Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Going Home, a novel of the Civil War, by James D. Shipman, performed by David de Vries. Based on a true story. Chapter 1. Company D, 186th New York Volunteers, in the trenches near the Military Railroad and Jerusalem Road, Petersburg, Virginia, Saturday, January 2, 1865. Joseph woke to the high-pitched shrieking of the rebel yell. His heart nearly pounded out of his chest while he groped for his rifle in the rain and the mud. He grasped wood and steel, releasing his breath as he found his weapon. The screaming drew closer. He heard panicked shouting from the trenches of officers trying desperately to rouse the men. He peeked his head over the lip of the trench, but could see nothing, not even a few feet in front of him. It had to be the middle of the night. Something was terribly wrong, but he couldn't focus. The screaming thundered. A flash. Forms emerged in the blackness mere yards away. He heard scattered firing along the trench. He lifted his rifle and aimed at a figure emerging out of the darkness. He had only an instant. He pulled the trigger. Nothing. Unloaded. He could make out the man now, a monster with red hair and tattered brown clothing, clutching a rifle with both hands across his chest. The attacker screamed, and his crazed eyes met Joseph's and locked on him. Joseph stepped back, kneeling to give himself a fraction of additional space. He grabbed the stock of his rifle with both hands and jabbed the barrel into the stomach of the rebel just as the enemy started to leap into the trench. The move caught the Confederate by surprise, and he was unable to dodge the lunge. The attacker's own momentum drove the blunt end of the barrel into his stomach with enough force to pierce the skin. He screamed in pain and surprise as he landed hard on top of Joseph, blood spilling out of the wound. Joseph's rifle stock shattered into pieces from the impact. The weight of the Confederate pressed him hard into the mud at the bottom of the trench, and warm blood spattered as the rebel writhed and screamed on top of him. Joseph tried to shove the man away, but the Reb was incredibly heavy, and the slippery mud prevented him from finding a toehold. Finally, Joseph was able to draw a boot in and press hard against the trench wall. With a heavy lurch, he threw the Confederate off with enough force that the rebel crashed against the far side of the trench. Joseph gasped for breath, his heart beating.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?